danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Pitt lined up. The opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop. '21. So Duke's offense is on the field for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy. From the gun, give on the inside. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. And the Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB. In this one, put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Pittsburgh's offense will take the field for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense.
He's going to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? To throw, it's Holstein. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll give it to the back. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play. Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their 1st sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll try the run. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. The Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. Losing early in the year can be detrimental, also can be galvanizing. You realize not much margin for error, and they suddenly have put it together and won their last 2.
The dips in the season early really served as motivation for them, and they were able to turn the page. They were able to be resilient. And 18 to 22-year-olds in college football, David, it's easier said than done, but this team really is about that.
Yeah, and they're starting to get it together, and you can see it. Like, I think early in the season, too, Jesse, you're figuring out who you are as a team. I think they kind of got that figured out, and I look for this team to win today and climb up into those rankings.
No fair catches here, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Panthers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had 0 problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Stands in and takes the hit. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Mahan. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Spins away. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. Gives him the big stiff arm. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Let's take just a second and talk a little Pitt. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Finds his man, it's Smith.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. To the ground to try to move the chains. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Good right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. The Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The inside handoff. Makes him talk to the hand.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Snags it quickly on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He'll keep it himself. Got a little space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The offense set for a first down play.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways.
There he goes. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on third down. Leaves it with the running back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Handoff from the gun. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Mahan. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll throw on 3rd down. Turns it loose. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
And I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback on the keeper. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Got it looking for a first. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've gone 3 and out on each of their first 2 drives and really need to get something moving here.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's a draw. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. To the air. It's Holstein. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Pitt pushing the pace.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
They're going to ride this running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. He'll do it himself. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And they turn it into a defensive score. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Leaves it with the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mahan. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Pitt right back to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw, it's Mahan. Caught near the sticks, it's Taylor. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Blue Devils are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Little. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. Buying some time. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The give on the option. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Blue Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Blue Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The play action fake. He's got it on the run. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh.
The Blue Devils will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the 2nd half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the 2nd half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
To the air, it's Holstein. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
The Panthers moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. 3rd down play from the gun. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Looking to pass, it's Mahan. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Panthers.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Here's a return from midfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Got it in the middle. It's Snow. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end to the ground with the back. Plows through the defense. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Quickly complete. Run out of bounds, they'll spot him at the 24. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's got it! Touchdown, Pitt!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like, that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, the ground game. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Mahan. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll go right back to it. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll run it from the gun. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He'll pull it on the read. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Swings it out to his running back, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Snags a quick pass on the left. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. To the air on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now they'll run the draw. Shows him the stiff arm. Turning it on. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. This offense has it with really good field position. Off play action on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Find some fresh air.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little creep.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Back to pass, it's Holstein. Fires to the big fella.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Motion from the wideout. Toss to the left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Johnson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. And some room to work. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Fighting off the defender.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Snow. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Got his man down the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They think there's room to run to the right here. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, it looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.